Castell Denbigh, Denbigh Castle. And just behind Denbigh Castle is the NWH, the North Wales Hospital, known locally as the Mental, and that's where I'm heading today. 40 years of documenting the mental, and I'm back. So yeah, 40 years of documenting the mental. Now the mental has been closed now for many years. It's due to be redeveloped, and it's private property. It's patrolled by security 24/7. It's got CCTV. It's extremely dangerous in there. I know what it's like inside there. Like I said, 40 years now I've been documenting the place. So with a site like that, I would expect it to be well signed with public warnings and public information. And in Wales, signage, it's a legal requirement that the sign has to be bilingual. That's the law. If it's not bilingual, then it doesn't have any legal standing. So, and if it's got to be Welsh and English. If it's two separate signs, the Welsh language sign has to be on the left and the English sign on the right. The Welsh language has to be presented so it's read first. That is the law. And if it's on the same sign, same again, the Welsh on the left, the English on the right, or the Welsh above the English. And that is a legal requirement. That is the law in Wales. All public warning signs, information signs, road signs, road markings, they all have to be bilingual. And like I said, the Welsh has to be read before the English. So, like I said, the NWH, which is just through the trees there, with a site like that, which is private, it's secure by 24/7 security. It's got CCTV, and it's extremely dangerous in there. So let's have a look at the signage on the boundaries of the mental. Okay, so the mental's in front of me there. It's a big complex, big site, and as I say, private, patrolled by security, and it's extremely dangerous. And if you're a tourist, a visitor to North Wales and Denbigh, this is where you will arrive. You'll come off the A55, you'll go through St Asaph, Trevenant, you'll park up in Denbigh, and if you head out of town, this is where you will arrive. And like I say, you'll arrive here, and at first glance, bit of a wander around, there's nothing to say that it's private, there's nothing to say what it is, there's nothing, no signs, no indication that it's dangerous in the grounds, doesn't tell you nothing, there's no signs anywhere. Like I say, this is where you will arrive. So let's just head down to what was the second entrance. It's a short little tiny wall. Like I say, you've only got a bit of a wire fence. You can easily climb over that and have a wander into the grounds, see what this place is, because there's no warning signs, there's nothing to tell you to keep out, there's nothing to tell you what this place is, there's no warning that there's security. And as I say, if there are signs, they have to be bilingual. That is the law in Wales. All Welsh signs, they have to be bilingual, with the Welsh to be read first. So I'll just head down to the corner where the orchard used to be, and where it was the second entrance, which is now blocked off. As I say, it is private and it's patrolled by security, but it's extremely dangerous in there. For years I've been documenting this place. It's an absolute miracle that no one's been killed in there or seriously injured. It's that dangerous. Like I say, you got a short wall here, but as I say, all along here, no signage, no warnings, no nothing. So we'll just head to the what was the second entrance by the nurses' home there. See what's there. Okay, so this was the entrance. That's that house there. That was the engineer's house. And hey, we've got a sign, albeit it's been defaced, but it says, well, it's supposed to say private land trespass will be prosecuted, but it's only in English. It should be bilingual, so that is not a legal sign. Doesn't mean anything. And as I say, that's where the second entrance past the nurse's home down to the engineering section of the mental. But that sign doesn't mean nothing. Legally, all signs, public information and warning have to be bilingual. So we'll have a look along the top wall and we'll head down to what was the main entrance. See what signage is there. So, heading up to the what I call the top road, and like I say, you've just got a little wire fence there, a little metal fence. You could easily hop over that. It's nothing to tell you that it's private. It's nothing to warn you. No signage at all. So this is what I call the top road. And as you can see the mental complex. But there's nothing to tell you what it is or that it's private. No warning signs, no information signs, nothing. A little wall you could pop over and have a wander into the grounds. So we'll see if there's any signage along this top road, as I call it. There's a sign there, but there's nothing on it. See, it's even got no dog fouling. It's got the Welsh above, English underneath. It's got no litter, no graffiti. It's got the Welsh above, English underneath. That's a legal requirement. But as yet, nothing. No warnings, no information. Whoa, what have we got here? See, we've got warning, guard dogs on patrol, keep out. It's only in English. That should be bilingual. To have a legal standing, that has to be bilingual. So that sign doesn't mean nothing. Has not got a legal standing. So heading along, still nothing. Nothing to warn you. Nothing to tell you legally that there's security there, or even to tell you that it's extremely dangerous, which it is. A miracle no one's been killed in that place. Absolute miracle. Still no signage, and I've just come across now another couple of signs here, but as you can see, they're not bilingual. It says there clearly danger, keep out, but it's not a Welsh legal sign. And they're warning these premises are under 24-hour CCTV surveillance. It's not a bilingual sign, they're not legal. So we'll head down to what was the main entrance. See what signage is on that, if any. Okay, so this is what was the main entrance. Of course, today it's all sealed off because it's private property, security patrolled, and there are a few signs here, but again, they're not legal because they're not bilingual. It's telling you there Jones Brothers, but as you can see there, it's telling you guard dogs in English, access prohibited, anti-climb paint, dangerous buildings. But where's the Welsh? Where's the Welsh language sign? It's not there. So that does not have no legal standing in Wales. So up until now, signage to warn the public of what this place is, that it's patrolled by security and it's very dangerous, is very, very poor in my opinion. It's even got a sign here where a tree came down in the wind and they've chopped the tree down and they've put a sign, they've put some security fence in there, and they've put a non-legal sign on that even, which I'll show you now. See, it's got a big yellow sign there. Caution, keep out. Where's the Welsh? Where's the Welsh? It's not there. Right, we'll keep going to Jones Brothers entrance, new entrance that they made when they took the site over. Okay, so this is Jones Brothers entrance. And then this is the only part on the boundary where they have got bilingual signs, legal signs, this is the gate entrance that they use now. And as you can see there, Welsh above, English underneath, Welsh above, English underneath. 10 out of 10. They got a sign there, private land, English underneath the Welsh, and the same on the other side. So yeah, site office here, see, Welsh, English, 10 out of 10. So this is the only part of the boundary which have legal signs. Now, like I said, if you're a tourist and visitor, you can arrive at the mental at the top road there. You're not going to make it down here, so you can have no idea what the place is, if it's private or what. There's a small little metal fence you can just hop over. There's nothing to tell you, no information, no warnings that it's private, that it's security controlled, that it's dangerous, nothing at all, only here. So this is the cinder track just down here, and there was a sign. There's a small bit of security fencing, and there was a sign appeared there about a week ago, and it's telling you that it's security and blah blah, which I'll show you in a minute now. But where's the Welsh? For it to be legal, has to be bilingual. As I said earlier, if it's two separate signs, the Welsh on the left, the English on the right, or if it's the same sign, same again, Welsh on the left, English on the right, or the Welsh above the English. But like I say, this sign is here, there's new security taken over, and they've put a sign on this back road here, which is called the cinder track. So we'll see if it's bilingual, Welsh and English. It wasn't last week, so we'll see. Otherwise, it's not legal. And along the cinder track here, not a single sign until I get to the security grating there. But like I said, you know, if you are a tourist, you probably are going to be English. You head into Wales, and you're going to be able to read the, well, then 2 or 3 signs written in English on the top road, which is fair enough, but they're not legally bound. There's no legal standing. You could climb over that fence and walk, and the security approach you and what have you and say, well, didn't you see the sign? And it's not legal, albeit you know, you'll be able to read it, but all signs in Wales, to be legally bound, I'm talking about, not be able to just read them, is to be have a legal standing. They have to be bilingual. So we'll see now. There's a little bit of security fencing here, and there was a sign, and I pulled them up about it. I made a video last week, and I said about this sign, and it doesn't have any legal standing. And guess what? It's gone. They've taken it from there. I know they watch my videos. You know, 40 years now I've been doing this, and it was here. And if you look back, you'll actually see it on the thumbnail. Oh, there it is there. That looks like it. I don't know what's happened to that. It looks like the zip ties on it. But it's gone. It's been taken down. So I don't know what's happened to it. It was there. It's a big yellow sign. And that looks like it there. Look, that looks like the back of it anyway. Don't know if you can see it. It's there. Just the white neck. You can see the white zip ties, but I think that's the back of it, because the actual sign itself, the front sign, was yellow, but it was all English. It was not bilingual, so it didn't have any legal standing. And like I say, I did a video, and that's the first time I saw it. It was last week. I was here last Saturday actually, and I pulled them up about it. I talked about that sign that was here, and I said it's not illegal, it has to be bilingual, and lo and behold, it's gone. and I think that's it there, just chucked on the floor. So don't know what's happened to that, but it doesn't mean anything anyway. All signs in Wales have to be bilingual, that's the law. So that's interesting that that sign's gone. It was telling that new security had took it over, but no Welsh. It's not, you know, it doesn't have any legal standing like so. But it's interesting to see it's gone from there. So that's it. So I just thought I'd do this little video, just have a look at around the boundary, and I'd give it out of 10 for warnings, information, and you know, telling people what the place is, warning people not to enter, that it's security patrolled, and it's dangerous, extremely dangerous. So with regards to legal signage, I'd give it 1 out of 10, only because the Jones Brothers entrance, they got all bilingual signs there, but otherwise I'd give it 1 out of 10. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.